in the first round of the women's 800 meters, where there are going to be 6 heats. And across those 6 heats, we have two Jamaicans. Adele Tracy, she'll run in heat 4. Out there, it doesn't make sense to say lane 8 because it's an 800 meter. You know how that goes. So Adele Tracy is in heat 4. And then in heat 6, we have Natoya Gould-Toppin. So Natoya Gould-Toppin and Adele Tracy are lined up for us in the women's 800 meters, which comes up not too long from now. Women's triple jump. We can tell you that the action is already underway, and Akila Smith is waiting to take to the action in Group A, and in Group B we have Kimberly Williams as well. So and then Shanika Ricketts. So 3 Jamaicans across the 2 qualification groups in the triple jump. Let's go over to our commentators now because we're getting ready for the first Jamaican in the triple jumps, and she went already. Then Enrique couldn't tell me that she went already. What was her mark?
14:47.
14:4. As a first round effort.
Ricketts, that's some Ricketts.
As a first round effort, how do you? That's decent.
Considering that everybody's jumping 14, I think that's just an average jump. Mm-hmm. If she had done probably 14:80 something, I think that would be outstanding. But 14:40 something. Hope she can improve as the round goes on.
TC, there's nothing in my mind that is convincing me that the winner in this event is going to go over 15. I think it's going to be 14 high. I don't see these ladies producing 15 plus.
No, not under the conditions that they're jumping. It's kind of muggy. It's hot. My understanding, though, is that the track is pretty fast. Mm-hmm. And that might help. But when you look at the entire field, you don't really see a 15 coming out of that in the finals.
Yeah. Juliet, we're downcast about the level that it will take to get a medal in the women's triple jump. We believe it's going to be under 15 meters. What say you?
When you look at the results of what's been happening for this year, as far as persons, season's best, I think you have maybe 1 or 2 persons that actually did anything over 14:80 something, and so it is anybody's gold medal. That's my thought. It's anybody's gold medal in this triple jump event. The star is injured. She's recovering, getting back from Venezuela. Rojas. She's not there, and so I think this is anybody's gold medal. I think it's just going to be who's going to shine this afternoon or this evening for them, and that will be the winner. But I think it's probably going to take about I think if we're started like this, 14:8 or so, that's probably going to end up winning this.
I do agree, Mikey. Anybody's game? Anybody's medals?
Yes, with Rojas out, it is wide open. It is that person who can get that one jump. Mm-hmm. That's all it takes, Mm-hmm. When it comes down to the final, that one good jump. You might have a little wind behind you or something, but that's the thing with the jumps. Just one good jumps, and we are talking about the horizontal jumps now. And when we say horizontal, we speak about the triple jump and the long jump. Mm-hmm. Right? It just takes one. And I think this is wide open. So whoever get that break can make the difference.
Well, in this first qualification group, Jasmine Moore from the USA, she produced 14:43 on her first effort. That's the best mark to date. Then the Cuban, Povia Liadamis, get it right, George Povia. She produced 14:39, and Akila Smith with 14:08. So it's not hot so far. It's a very competitive field. Everybody jumping pretty much the same thing, and nobody able to put the mark out of sight, out of reach for everybody else. So it'll be competitive down to the end, you suspect.
And it should get better as the rounds go on, because that first jump is a warm-up jump, yes. Feeling everything.
Yes.
Get a mark in. So that's the important thing. Get a mark in. Now they can now go for the bigger jumps now.
Yeah, on track as we speak is the second heat in the women's 5,000 meters. There are going to be only 2 heats. We're going to take a piece of that in short order. But just to ask the panel early doors about the members of the 4x400 mixed relay team, TC, Zandrian Barnes, Raheem Hales, Anjanette Knight, and Ashley Williams. Are those 4 fast enough, you believe, to get us out and into the final?
I'm hoping. On paper, I don't believe so. We have two male quarter milers who are just barely under 46, and then over on the women's side, they're not, making you blink either. So it would take a gigantic effort on their part, I believe, to get to the final.
And just to endorse what you're saying, the female runners, there's like some 51 runners, right? Now, 51. No,
It's an average
it's
team.
it's an average team. So running a leg relay, the most they can probably go down to is probably a 50 or something like that. But those guys with the 46 and high 45s, it's gonna be a challenge.
Are going to
We would have needed a low 45 person or a 44 person to be
Make a
confident that
difference.
we could
Make a
advance.
difference.
Without that, it's gonna be very, very difficult.
Juliet, the competition running on 90 octane, and the gentlemen are saying that this relay team looks to be running on kerosene. Do you agree?
It is unfortunate when we don't take things as serious as other countries. And maybe it's, other things that may get in the way why we don't. We're doing so well in the sprints, and we get this opportunity where we now have a mixed relay, which I think for many years people were asking for a mixed relay or something exciting. We have that now, but it seems as if us as Jamaicans, we don't take it serious, and that's why we're not producing. We are one of the slowest in our heat. We're going to be one of the slowest in that. So I don't think we're going to make it out. As my colleague said, the young ladies, they're 51 runners. The men, they're 45 runners. I don't see us keeping up. We looked. Bahamas, I think, is in there. USA is in that heat as well. How are they going to come out of that? And the other teams. So I think we have probably the seventh best time
Yeah, the seventh
going
best time.
in.
Well, I'm going to give you better than that, Juliet. Let me help you with that. Because in Heat 1, there are only two heats. In Heat 1, Jamaica are in lane 2, lane 3 Kenya, lane 4 Bahamas, lane 5 Poland, lane 6 the USA, lane 7 Belgium, lane 8 France, and
There you
lane
go.
9 Switzerland. So listen to this now. In that heat, Jamaica has the second slowest time. Only France, on top
Yeah.
of season's best. Jamaica's at season's best at 3:14.49. Only better than France at 3:14.71. Everybody is at least 3 seconds
Yes.
fast.
Yes. We saw
faster than
that.
us.
We saw that even
Yeah.
at the World Relays
Yes.
in the Bahamas, and so I thought we would have had. We're like, okay, we qualified, so now we can get a better team.
Yeah.
And we heard at the last minute some persons dropped out or decided that they're not going to compete in this. This is a perfect opportunity to get a medal
Yeah.
in the Olympic Games.
Passed over,
And
I
I think we need to take it a little bit more serious to say this is a pinnacle. This is the best.
Yeah.
Going to the Olympic Games and put a proper relay together. For you to get a medal, to be competitive. Why even bother send a team
Yeah.
if you know that you have no chance to even make it out of the heats?
I'm going to make you feel worse because let me tell you the Heat 2, the lineup. Ukraine lane 2, Italy lane 3, Great Britain lane 4, Nigeria 5, Netherlands 6, Ireland 7, Dominican Republic 8, and Germany 9. Of the 16 teams in the mixed relay round 1 across the two heats, Jamaica
Where's
has
our
the
time?
second slowest time of all 16 teams.
Exactly.
So it will take something miraculous. Yeah, a minor miracle to get us through because we have the second slowest season's best time of all 16 teams going forward.
And were those athletes competing on the circuit? Did they even get any races in to get race sharp since
Not much,
the World
if
Relays?
any at all, yeah.
In when
You
was
see,
it?
it
The
will be
World Relay
difficult.
was what, June
You see, it
or
will
May?
be difficult for them to
May,
get
May.
a lane with
Yeah.
those times.
Yeah.
Those times can't really get a lane on certain
But you have small
scale.
meets in,
You have
in
small meets,
Italy,
yes.
you have small meets in Germany, and it's to find those smaller meets.
Just get a run in.
And
eh?
here's
Just
why.
get a run.
And here's why, panel people say and support Juliet and the sentiments expressed here about us not taking it seriously. The Irish come in with the fastest
Isn't that a
season's
bit-
best time. The Irish have a season's best time. It's a national record. 3 minutes 9.92, and Jamaica is running 3 minutes 14.49.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
For the Irish, the Irish have better 400 meter runners than us. Hardly. Yeah, but it's about planning to say, look,
It's about
this
planning.
is a chance at an event, at a medal, at
Yeah.
the Olympics.
Yeah.
We're going to plan for it.
The Dominican Republic have shown us what you can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you are serious about the mixed relay.
Yeah.
They're selling their best female 400-meter runner.
Paulino is in this. There you go. Let's take the time signal and come right back and talk more about this 4x4 mixed relays, because the more we analyze it, the more you have reason to feel aggrieved. More after this.
Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name with Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name. Go Team Jamaica.
Now everybody sing, go, go, Team Jamaica, go, go, Team Jamaica, go, go, Team Jamaica.
Carmen's Collection and Furnitureland is having a summer sale. 40 to 50% off on all furniture. The time by Carmen's Collection and Furnitureland. Furnish your home Carmen's way is
11:44.
Multi-link, access every time, everywhere I go. Multi-link, 24/7 access for me. It's just a win-win when we use multi-link. This card is Jamaican built, yeah. Fast and secure, you can use anywhere. Spend while supporting the economy.
Look for the Multilink logo on your card and benefit from Jamaica's largest debit payment network.
Multi-link, 24/7 access for me.
What would I do without my Multilink?
This back to school season, shop, save, and win uniforms and school supplies with Maxi Kingston. 3 lucky shoppers will win a back to school bundle when they shop this summer. Visit us at our Springs Plaza or Red Hills Road locations from July 22nd to August 27th and save up to 25% off school essentials. Visit maxikingston.com for terms and conditions. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Can't wait to see you.
A new sound is taking place. The quiet confidence of electric vehicles. We are Evergo, Jamaica's premier network of public and home electric vehicle charging stations. Whether you're on the go or at home, we've got you covered. Evergo will be there, ready to fill you with the power to keep moving forward. Find out more at evergo.com or follow us on Instagram at evergo_JM. Connected forward.
So you think all toilet paper is the same?
Yeah, basically, tissue is tissue.
You obviously never experienced the domino effect then.
No, what that?
Feel this.
Wow, that is soft.
Not just soft. Domino toilet paper is also super strong and ultra absorbent. Basically, you're getting comfort where you need it most.
So yeah, you want to give me this one, right?
Domino toilet paper. Experience the domino effect and get softness all around you. Available at retail stores near you.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion with my KFC, I'm gonna be me, jam rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15 or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Jamaica is here again. Phosphorage Super Summer Sale, July 1 to August 31. Come get your wires, breakers, solar flood lamps, LED bulbs, ceiling fans, and so much more. Call 876-937-5099 or visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Up to 60% off the summer. Get your solar panels starting from $17,600. Come shop, come save at Phosphorage Super Summer Sale, July 1 to August 31. See you there at Phosphorage. Open Sundays.
Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name with Team Jamaica.
All right, just about 1,700 meters left to go in Heat 2 of the women's 5,000 meters heats, and we're still talking about the mixed 4x4, the Jamaican team. My panel is convinced is just lacking a little bit speed and is not best placed to compete with the rest of the world. Of the 16 teams drawn across 2 heats in the 4x4 mixed relays, round 1 comes up in a couple comes up this morning, or this afternoon to be precise. It comes up this afternoon. Jamaica, of the 16 teams, has the second slowest time this season of all 16 teams entered, and even our national record at 311.76 is way beyond what the top teams in the world are doing, which suggests that we haven't really given much attention and importance to this business of the mixed 4x4 100 meters relay TC.
And George, let us say that this team that we are going to put on the track is going to be an improvement over that. How much more improvement would it be?
That's the question. That's the question at 3:14:40 them, because as we told you, the Irish, they're the fastest team this year. Ireland 3:09.92. The Americans, they've gone as fast as 3:10.73. They have a national record, the USA, of 3:08.8. That is unbelievable. That's another planet compared to what the Jamaicans are doing. And also impressive, Italy have gone 3:10.69 this season. The Netherlands have gone 3:10.73. So you're talking about a clutch of teams with 3:10s in their legs this season, and we with and us, we have 3:14. It's highly unlikely that we'll be able to compete. Of those 16 teams, we've only gone faster than France this season. And so Knight and Williams and Ashley Williams, Anjanette Knight and Hales and company, those guys appear to be there just for the experience, because this Jamaica 4x400 mixed relays team not looking as if it's going anywhere fast.
You see, I have a problem with relays. And as we were saying earlier, the relays are for the country.
We have a problem with relays are the way we approach it.
The way we
That's what he
approach
means,
it.
yes.
Let me be more specific.
All right.
The way we approach it.
Yes.
Relays are for the country. The relays are for you, me, and everybody. And I don't think that these athletes are respecting us enough to go out and do that for us. At the same time, they want us to come and embrace them. Whatever they do, we must hug them up and tell them, Ray, what are they doing for us? They are very selfish. Very, very selfish.
You're talking the athletes.
The athletes.
Yes.
And some of the coaches,
yes.
too. Let's be frank.
Yes.
Because a lot of the athletes don't just...
The athletes cannot just go by themselves.
Advice.
Self-interest rules.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? And it's unfair to us. We are here every day shouting for them, beating pot cover and all sort of things and getting and what are they doing for us?
So Juliet, is this apathy towards relays, is it historic? Was it the same from your time where we just pick up 4 people and say you're on the 4x1, you're on the 4x4?
No, we took, are you kidding? We took relay serious. Relay was a serious thing. You want to be a part of a relay team because you want to be, again, we want to beat the USA. We want to beat those top countries. It was a thing for us to say we're going to have relay practice. And even if Merlin Otti was the goddess of track and field, and Merlin would make time to come out there and train with us. Yes, we all knew that when it came to the heats, that Merlin would be given that light to say, look,
and nothing wrong with that.
And of course not, because she's the top athlete, and Juliet Cuthbert will fill in and run the heats and the semi-final and the final. And I took pride in doing that and fulfilling my role, even though I had the 100 and the 200 to compete. And remember now, we had first round, second round, semi-final and final.
Yes.
We had 4 rounds, 1 day liquor
hard
rest,
running,
and come back again in the 200, the same thing. First round, second round, semi-final and final. And we did it. We did it, and we did it at the top of our game, around 10-7, 10-6 Merlin did, 10-8, 21-7. So it didn't take anything away from what we did on the track individually. It enhanced us as a team to go out there and perform for Jamaica land we love. And so, it is heartbreaking to see athletes who are probably just going to be competing in the 4x4 relay who would not be competing
not
5 days from now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're meaning the 4x4 is their only assignment,
The
and they don't make themselves
4x4
available
is their
for this.
only assignment.
Yes.
And you are not making yourself available for a mixed relay team to have the opportunity to medal and to compete at your best for the country. We're not sending our best team, and I think we should go out there and perform. I think it's ridiculous to actually send a team that is, we have the second to last. We have this
Second slowest
Second
team this
slowest.
year.
Out of
The
16.
Of all
second of
16
16 teams,
teams.
we
Yeah,
have the
it's-
second slowest time. Why are we there?
Yeah.
Why?
TC, I sense that everybody is just vexed with the whole relay situation. Why don't the administrators feel as strongly as you guys about getting this thing right?
I think my personal view is that sometimes the administrators don't want the confrontation, so they try to get themselves out of it as screechy out of it as best as they can. That's my.
And when you say that, what do you mean? They don't want to get themselves involved. What do you mean?
Jamaican public is very demanding, and the public is also of the view that they know best. And so whenever a decision is made, especially if it's not communicated properly, they feel as if these people are just joking around. They don't know what they're doing. And so they try to be safe, not wanting to make hard decisions.
Yes.
And it's not getting us anywhere.
All right. Well, guess what? We have a fresh element of the coverage this cycle, and Kareem Boyatings is on the couch, and he does he have a guest over there? What, Kareem? What's happening over there, Kareem? I know you're not over there alone.
All right, George, and to our panelists, good afternoon. Yes, I'm not here by myself. Well, good morning, I should say. Wow, I'm still sleeping apparently. Now, welcome to On the Couch with me, Kareem Boyatings, of course, and I do have here Janai Stewart, who is one of the young talents who believe in track and field. I'm out to talk about track and field and things. Now, Swift, as we would call you on social media. We've seen some action this morning. We're also excited. We got up in the wee hours of the morning to see Lamara Distin first in the women's high jump. Can you just talk about that just a little bit? Because I saw something just now released on Twitter, on X, where she did an interview and she said that, she wasn't feeling well. She says, everyone knows that I've been struggling with my approach all season. Said a tearful Lamar Distin. She said her coach was also not accredited, so that was a major factor. She was training by herself and she couldn't because the high jump is a technical event. She said, I gave it my best. We saw some images of her on social media where she was in tears. Your thoughts on that?
Alright, so for me personally, I must shout out Lamar Distin. One of those athletes that we had high expectations of, and just seeing her post, I saw her post on Instagram, she also made a post on Twitter. My heart goes out to Lamar Distin. 188, I was hoping that she could get in, maybe 195. Her last meet, she jumped 195, that would have put her there. However, nonetheless, I'm still proud of her.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely, it's a case where it's the Olympics. You're excited.
Yeah.
You're going to want to be in the final. She's not in the final, but nonetheless, based on her post, she's strong, she's resilient, and I'm hoping that she'll definitely come back and she can give it a big shot next year, at Worlds.
No, the conversations also on social media this morning with the women's 100 meters. We saw Sasha Lee Forbes, we saw Tia Clayton, and we saw the legendary Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Twitter especially, because there is such a huge track and field community on Twitter. People wouldn't even, realize, right, that everybody were there. They were all watching. Some of the responses to me were so funny, but what I also realized, a lot of people were saying, I'm sorry, I doubted you, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Based on a couple of the responses that I'm seeing based on her second place finish with, Talou there, she looked very comfortable. Out of everybody else, and I said this on Twitter, she looked the most comfortable of all three ladies.
Yeah, most definitely. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price is a veteran of the sport. And for me personally, when I look on her Olympic career, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price has never, gone to an Olympic game and ran a 100 meter and not medaled. So I know going into these championships, a lot of persons were worried, a lot of persons are still worrying. But for me, based on just history and based on the type of athlete, the caliber of athlete that the Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, as you would say, is, I was never doubting her.
Yeah.
So seeing her, I'm super proud, super excited for the semifinals to see what she'll definitely do.
A lot of the responses also, people were kind of saying that they were a tad bit disappointed with the performance of Tia Clayton. That was a lot of the tweets this morning as well. She was placed second in heat number 4 in 11 seconds. Should we be worried? Because I'm not worried.
I mean, for me, really and truly, I saw the taping on her leg, and for me, making it to the semi-final, it's a big queue, not a small queue, right? So for me, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm really and truly not worried about it. She made it. It's just to go to the semi-final and see what she'll definitely do.
I would oftentimes say on social media, jokingly, that, 3 people in this world we should never doubt. You should never doubt God, your mother, and Stephen Francis. Stephen Francis has produced, if you don't realize, from 2008 up until the last Olympics in 2021, all the women's 100-meter champions. 2008, 2012, Shellen Fraser-Price. 2016, 2021, Elaine Thompson-Hera. I am absolutely not worried. I saw some of the comments and I'm just like, first race jitters, right? This is a big thing. It's her first Olympics. She's just 19. I'm not worried. 11 seconds. Listen, this is not the final. We don't get medals from the first round. So when I understand, the comments that I've been seeing were kind of just like, guys, give them some grace. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I have to share the same sentiment with you because it's just the first round. It's just the first round. I've seen where Shellen Fraser-Price has gone to, meets and, in the heats, she come second, just made sure she qualified.
As a veteran should.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to keep you guys more up to date with what's happening on social media and all these things. All right. This is me on the coach. This is Carboy Things. And today my guest is Janoy Swift Stewart. Over to you, George, and our lovely analysts.
All right, Kareem. Thank you very much. So giving you a flavor there. Distin saying that her coach wasn't accredited, that's surprising to me, gentlemen.
Yeah, because you have different categories of coaches. Personal coach would not be able to live in the village, but would be able to visit the practice track. Yeah. And I'm surprised that he would not have been afforded that. It has to be some other reason except or apart from just not accrediting him.
And even though, go ahead, Mikey.
So who would be responsible for giving him his accreditation?
Well, I think, first of all, he would have to apply or ask for accreditations to be done. And if that was done, then it would be the team manager who would see to it that he
got accredited.
Yeah.
And those who are not in the know would say, well, an athlete knows his or her routine, so why would the absence of your coach affect you? Tell the listeners how.
No, it's a technical event.
Yes.
It's high jump one of the more technical events. And so you need an eye. You need somebody to say, maybe you need to shorten your run up, or maybe you need to quicken your run up, or you're elevating too far from the bar. All of these things come into play. You as an athlete, no matter how many times you would have done it, you still need that second eye to give you some pointers.
So not having her coach was a distinct disadvantage, and this thing saying that was among the things which counted against a capital effort.
However, though,
from her.
George, we have to take into consideration, all things considered, that her season best was done all the way back in indoors.
Yes.
So what happened since indoors?
So you're saying she wasn't on track to produce anything more?
I'm saying that she didn't give that indication. After indoors.
Yeah, yeah. All right, we can tell you that I was just looking through the results in the triple jump so far, and as we said, it will be a struggle for the main competitors. The best effort so far being produced by Jasmine Moore, the American, 14:43 on that first attempt, and the Jamaican, I'm looking for her. Yes, Akeelia Smith. She produced a 14:08, which is one of the better jumps because apart from that 14:43, there's a 14:30, a 14:39, and then Smith has a 14:08, which is the other good jump. There's a 14:36 as well. So not many jumps over 14 among the big fields in qualification groups A and B in the triple jump. So it will be a real arm wrestle for the medals.
Can you tell us if Ricketts have made any improvement over her first jump?
No, there's only one jump listed here for, which is 14:47. Yeah, so 14:47. She has qualified for the next round, I can tell you. Also qualifying is, I don't see the Q beside Smith's name. I think she's on the track now. She's on the runway now, so they're waiting to highlight her thing. But with 14:08, she has to qualify because so everybody who was qualified so far for the triple jump, the next phase, have gone over 14. So Jasmine Moore, the United States, has qualified at 14:43. Povea, the Cuban, 14:39 qualifying. Thea Lafond, the athlete from Dominica, she's qualified at 14:35. Then the other qualifier, Durkak from Italy with 14:35. Pelitero from Spain qualified with 14:36. And also qualifying is Ricketts with 14:47. So yeah, Shanika Ricketts has qualified for the next round. So Kimberly Williams is the Jamaican I'm looking for. She didn't make it, gentlemen, lady, because she did 13:77 the first jump, 13:09 the second attempt, and then 13:76. So not good enough any at all. Nowhere near the qualification mark. Kimberly Williams not meeting the standard this time, Michael.
I remember we had a little discussion of the year, and we were looking at her over the years coming down, and she has not shown the ability to in situations like these. So I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised that she did not make it.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm looking through the list of qualifiers here, and the cutoff mark, Juliet, was 14:35. So Shanika Ricketts, of course, comfortably beat that with 14:47. But the other two Jamaicans, Kimberly Williams, she did 13:77 in the first attempt.
That's high school jumping.
Listen to this, don't wait. 13:77, 13:09. So she got it badly wrong on the second attempt, and then 13:76. So not able to lift herself up. And then Akeelia Smith went 14:08. 13:98 and then 14:09.
Yeah, unfortunately for her.
You need 14:30 and
Yes,
above to have qualified, and both those ladies didn't get there.
Yeah, I think the best chance that we had was really Ricketts to really pull it off and get into the finals. As you know, as we were speaking off air, I think we have seen where Kimberly has possibly past her time as far as she's going downhill. Unfortunately, I mean, it happens to the best of us, but with that kind of performance, I think it was expected. We weren't, thinking that she was possibly going to make it through, but to jump 13, I thought she would at least got the 14 mark, but not in the 13 range.
I'm wondering if my eyes are showing me right here, because Thea Lafond, the Dominican athlete, she fouled on her first attempt, popped 14:35 the second attempt, and then waved the third attempt, so she knew that 14:35 would have been good enough to take her through, which is extraordinary by
because
triple jump
again,
standards.
Everybody is jumping right about there, and I think the winning jump is going to be about 14.8, or thereabouts. Yeah, I mean that's. I think they're going to have to really go a little bit harder for this gold medal. And I think we would want to see them go a little bit harder for this gold medal. This is the Olympics.
Yeah.
And I think we'd want to see a credible jump.
Yes.
From these competitors.
So we've just given you the list for the final of the women's triple jump. 3 Jamaicans went to the start at the preliminaries. Only one is left standing, Shanika Ricketts, and her best effort was 14:47. Good enough for a place in the final
for a medal.
list. And for a medal. Most crucially.
She's in my medal count.
There you go. All right, we take a break and we come right back. This is Paris this afternoon, PTA. We've gone over the hump, 12:07 p.m. and we continue here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name with Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name. Go Team Jamaica.
Now everybody sing, go Team Jamaica, go.
Jamaica! Meet your new bread obsession, Excelsior Butter Bread. Soft, fresh, and bursting with flavor. Ideal for a quick snack, pairing with your favorite cheese, or making the best egg sandwich ever. And guess what? It's just $100. It's the best choice for a tasty, affordable meal. Perfect for anyone on the go and those looking for a filling lunch. Excelsior Butter Bread, making delicious affordable. Find it in stores island-wide today.
Live exquisite this year with new arrival black and chrome fixtures for your home at Unique Living. Select from a wide variety of rain shower systems, fabulous faucets, and stylish sinks to suit your kitchen and bathrooms. Get uncompromised quality and style unique to you. Shop everything new at Unique Living, Jamaica's leading shower and faucets provider. Visit shop number 630 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston 10, or call 876-755-3661 to 2.
Together we're our people standing strong. 3 million Jamaicans, let's work as one. Such a course and work with a plan. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. Every Jamaican have the heart of a champion. Such a core, big up with champions. Watch my style, watch my skill, watch my flow. Standing out anywhere where we go. Many goals, many dreams, many strides. All the black, green and gold, now we pride. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. We are strong when we are one, Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success.
Success powered by learning. The Time brought to you by Sandals Corporate University. Come grow with us is
Olympics time, 12:09.
And after you run your race, no matter.
If they can defy their form and get a place in the final, Zandrian Barnes, Raheem Hales, Anjanette Knight, and Ashley Williams. The US uncorking a world record in the mixed 4x4 in the preliminaries. Heat 1, of course, it is that the top 3 go automatically through to the final and the next 2 best times after that. And the US quartet producing a world record 307.41 to decimate the field. France were way behind in a national record 310.60. Then Belgium were third, 310.74, a national record as well. So USA winning in a world record time, France finishing second in a national record, Belgium finishing third in a national record, all 3 automatically through to the final. The Jamaicans fourth in a national record 311.06. We asked for a best ever effort by the Jamaicans and we got it, a national record 311.06. Poland were fifth in a season's best 311.43. And Switzerland were sixth in a national record 312.77. Panel, we grumbled before the race, but they changed up the lineup despite the Paris Olympic site not reflecting the changes that were actually made on the track. They changed the lineup and we got a national record. We really can't complain.
We can't ask for more than that.
We can't complain.
It means that we have produced a team that has run the fastest ever. What more can we ask for? Now we are on the bubble. Finishing fourth has given us a chance to get into the final now, because just the next two best time, it's going to be us and the next heat ahead of us.
Yep.
See where we are. So we have a chance to get there.
And as you said, we asked for this. We know we're grumbling, saying that, why is it that we're not putting other persons who are there in the Olympic Village to run on this relay, and we got that. And we see now a 3:11.06 for Jamaica, which 3:14 was unacceptable for us, not for us, Jamaica. And so I'm actually pleased with this time, even though, as you said, we're on the bubble right now. We have to wait and see if we're going to make it through.
TC, that performance by the Americans, though, 3:07.41, a sizzling world record.
I think we forget sometimes that the US have built their track program on the 400 meters. Everything basically comes out of that. And so I'm not surprised. And they normally send 4 outstanding athletes for the mixed relay. Since the inception, they have missed once, and you have to admire that. They are recognizing that this also counts on the medal table.
Yeah. And we're not going to pick.
There you go. There you go.
Juliet,
this counts on the medal table.
Yeah, we're not picking and saying you ran well, you didn't run well. All 4 ran well to give us this national record.
Yes.
But special mention to our lead-off runner, Hayes, and of course the anchor Stephanie at McPherson. I think she did very, very well, despite not getting one of the automatic qualifying spots. But she ran very well that anchor leg.
Definitely, we ran very well in this mixed relay, and the depth for the USA. I mean, USA have over 300 million people, so they have good depth, and it's still a young event. So we're gonna see world records, just like when the pole vault, event for the women, and when you look at some of the other events, you're going to see world records being broken, and so I wasn't surprised seeing this 3:07, and
why I'm surprised, because
it's a world record.
Their record of 3:08 and change is very special. So I said, all right, maybe I'd see 3:08 flat. So if I'd seen 3:08 flat, I'd say, okay, but 3:07.41.
This is the Olympics.
Oh, who are running this?
Josh,
yes.
Don't be too surprised if
that they don't come back with a different team.
Wow,
a better team. Wow.
Exactly, the depth that they have.
Yeah.
You may see a different team coming out for the finals.
Spoiled for choice. Do we have enough ammunition, lady, gentlemen, to freshen up this quartet if we get to the final? As Mikey said, we're on the bubble in 4th, but could we strengthen this if we get a lane in the final?
Yes, if a couple of persons in the flat 4 decide that they want to help.
Depends on who coaches them, because certain coach not saying yes to you going and helping out the mixed relay team.
Some of those persons who will be running the flat 4 should, if the team makes it, should think about getting on the team, because they are not, and I'll say this, they are not going to get into the final of the 400.
So just run this, get a medal, and take an ice bath.
Yeah.
Simple.
Heat 2, and we have to now pay rapt attention to Heat 2 now, team, because it's all about what the losers in this team, in this heat run. So the Ukraine are in lane 2, Italy are in 3, Great Britain in lane 4, Nigeria in lane 5, the Netherlands in lane 6, Ireland, the fast team in this heat, they are in lane 7. Dominican Republic are out there in lane 8, but Paulino will run for them, so that's a plus for them. And the Germans are going to be out in lane 9. As we see, the Americans are posing beside their world record time on the stadium clock of the teams in the second heat. As I said, the Irish at 3:09.92. It's a time they've run this season. It's a national record and the season's best. Behind them, the Dutch at the Italians at 3:10.69, the Netherlands at 3:10.73, and you start drifting out after that. Great Britain in 3:12 region, so too Nigeria, Dominican Republic 3:14, Germany 3:13, and the Ukraine 3:14. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling nice at 3:11.06. There is nothing of the caliber of the USA to pull this race into fast territory, extra fast territory. So I expect a normal time to win Heat 2. And if a normal time wins Heat 2, then 3:11.06 will get a lane in the final.
And looking back at it, I think it's a blessing for us to have gotten into Heat 1.
Oh yes, we were dragged along. Yes,
exactly.
All right, the athletes are out on the track for Heat 2. Let me remind you: Ukraine in 2, Italy in 3, Great Britain in 4, Nigeria in 5, Netherlands in 6, Ireland in 7, Dominican Republic in 8, and Germany in 9. Let's go across. listeners, we have absolutely great news, right? Let me clear my throat. So Great Britain won Heat 2 in 3:10.61, a national record. The Dutch were second, 3:10.81. Italy third, 3:11.59. They qualified automatically. So if 3:11.59 qualifies in third automatically, that means Jamaica with 3:11.06 are into the final of the mixed 4x400 meters relay. And I think that deserves a round of applause because we cussed them earlier.
Well, they were listening. It changed the team.
Yes. That's the type of energy we send off, you know.
Right.
Because even some of the names we were talking about,
they actually came in.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep. So Nigeria were fourth in Heat 2 in 3:11.99, a national record, a strong run from the Nigerians. Disappointingly, the Irish, which was the second fastest team going into the heats, on paper they were 3:09.92. They could only manage 3:12.67. So it just goes to show you, race no run on paper at all. You have to go out there and run. So the Irish didn't do themselves justice, and Dominican Republic, they were very, very bad after a very good first leg. A sub 45 first leg from the guy who led them off. They folded to 3:18.39. Absolute no show for the rest of the 4x4, and so the Dominican Republic will not run. They finished dead last in Heat 2, 3:18.39. So the qualified teams include Jamaica. Jamaica has made the final of the mixed 4x400 meters relay, and aren't we happy, Kareem Boyatings?
Yes, indeed we are, George. It's just funny because on our Twitter spaces, right, last night, this was such a big discussion where people were kind of on the edge, right? And I remember myself and Janoi, we were saying, we do think that this team is going to make it to the final. A lot of people were just saying, boy, them not really have the real estate and don't have the legs. And I remember, saying, privately to Janoi, we both heard individually from two separate sources that the team that was announced with Ashley Williams, etc., they were not going to be the team to run today. So when I heard that Janelle Broomfield was going to be on that team, I said to myself, this is something that makes sense. You understand? A national record. I'm seeing a lot of people on social media, Swift, actually, they're saying they are so pleased, and the women of the team, based on the tweets that we were just reading, the women on the team, Stephanie McPherson and Janelle Broomfield, they were the two who literally carried the team to that national record and for us to be in the final.
Yeah, definitely. I'm grateful. Have to give thanks. It's a national record, the fastest time run by any Jamaican team. So
Love that.
I'm really and truly grateful. When I saw the team, I was excited, and we talked about that privately. So they went out there, they did it. The ladies, I'm just waiting to see the split though. In regards to what they ran, but it was a great performance, great performance.
I am seeing a tweet here by Nini who says McPherson should be on the second leg, Zanjan should be on the first. Now, for persons who are not on Twitter, all right, the Twitter track community then believes that we're all coaches in our own like head. So I'm seeing a lot of suggestions, right? As the race don't run, the people that cross the line, a lot of people are now saying who they think should, because you can only have one substitution in the mixed 4x4. So people are now suggesting who they think should be on the 4x4 and switching around a couple of the athletes. But I'm just immensely proud, and once you're in the final, then anything is possible, and you can be on the podium. You may never know.
Yeah, definitely. This would have been our first track event where we made the finals, the first track event. So it's really a big thing.
It is a big thing.
I never go relay school. You never go relay school. So I won't make any comments in regards to who must take out, who must go where. But I'm just really excited, really happy for them.
Also, some of the other tweets, people are now saying that Stephen McPherson obviously showed that she's a veteran, and it's something that I would speak about pretty often. In any track and field conversation, that there's just certain people who knows how to get it, when to get it, what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and those are the persons who've been here before. You understand me? I think having her on the ankle leg, because we know that she's a fighter. But like, no matter what she's going through, even if she doesn't make an individual team, she's going to absolutely make it work in a relay.
Yeah, most definitely. I have to give it up to Stephanie and McPherson. She's one of those athletes, and one of the things when you watch sports, track and field in particular, we always tend to look on history and we look on veterans and persons who have done it before.
Mm.
And those are persons that you normally 9 times out of 10 you can count on them. So
Yeah.
I'm really and truly excited. Super proud of Stephanie. Stephanie, we love you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Congratulations once again to Team Jamaica with the national record 3:11.06. Now over to you, George, and the panelists.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, team. We are exceedingly happy. And Michael said something. So to prove his wisdom, he didn't say it after the fact. He said it before. He said it was perhaps good when we were on the bubble that we were drawn in that first heat, Julia, that world record heat where the United States absolutely were in another phase of running and the others were struggling behind them. We were drawn along behind 3:07.41, a world record. Perhaps if we were in the slower heat, we wouldn't be celebrating a place in the final that we were not expecting.
Them draw we out.
Yep. In the good way. In the good way. Let's take the break and come right back. This is Paris this afternoon, PTA Nationwide 90 FM, bringing to you live the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Now everybody sing, go, go, Team Jamaica.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real one. My island, we a world champion with my KFC, I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Whether you're overseas or in Jamaica, everybody wants their little piece of yard. Well, that's where a JMMB bank mortgage comes in. With JMMB, you'll get more support, more incentives, more benefits, more coverage with the JMMB insurance brokers. And also, we give you more time to repay. Your JMMB mortgage expert will answer all of your questions and guide you through every step along the journey. You're not alone with JMMB. Contact us at info@jmmb.com and learn how you can get more than just a mortgage.
As the world gathers for the Olympic Games, there is a special feeling in the air, the feeling of unity. It's a time when the entire nation comes together to cheer for their champions, to celebrate diversity, and to share in the joy of competition. At Imperial Optical, their aim is to unite our community with crystal clear vision through their expertise and wide range of eye care services and frames. Visit them today and see the world as one. Imperial Optical, focused on Olympics, focused on you.
Jamaica, it's here again. Phosphorage, a super summer sale. July 1 to August 31. Come get your wires, breakers, solar flood lamps, LED bulbs, ceiling fans, and so much more. Call 876-937-5099 or visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Up to 60% off this summer. Get your solar panels starting from $17,600. Come shop, come save at Phosphorage Super Summer Sale. July 1 to August 31. See you there at Phosphorage. Open Sundays.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real one. My island, we a world champion with my KFC, I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Let's light the torch and the flames heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name with Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch and the flames.
Welcome back to Paris this afternoon, PTA, as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Just an update, we don't have a Jamaican competing in the decathlon, but we have Caribbean presence. The outstanding Lyndon Victor is competing. I can tell you that after 4 events, they're just about completing the high jump now. They've done the 100, the long jump, the shot put, and the high jump. And the German Leo Neugebauer is out front on 3,726 points. Many people's gold medal favorite, Damian Warner, the Canadian, is second, 3,620. Puerto Rico's Aiden Owens Delerme is in third on 3,608. Then we have Norway's Sander Skotheim on 3,603. Johans Erm from Estonia is in fifth, and Lyndon Victor is in sixth, 3,546 points. He is just about 180 points behind the German, with Lyndon Victor's best events to come. So the Grenadian is within striking distance, Michael. He's not too far, so that if he maximizes on his best events, he still falls short of target. You saw him celebrating in the high jump just now. That's because clearing the bar puts him in a position to remain within striking distance for when his best events come.
Yes, and then he cleared it on his last attempt. So it was even more satisfying to him to do that on his last attempt. But he's in a good position. I think if he maximizes on his favorite events, he can get on the podium.
Yeah, it's rare to see a decathlete who's outstanding across all 10 events. Dan O'Brien was a freak of nature, so he I think he mastered everything. Old Dan did, but not many like him. And some athletes have events that they're okay and so, and then they're very good at others. And it's about accumulating points and ensuring that when your pet event comes, that you get maximum returns from those. Team, we are to talk about the women's 800 meters before the afternoon gets older, because we have two ladies on the start list for the opening round of the heats. There are going to be 6 heats. We have Adele Tracy, and then we have Natoya Gould-Toppin and the TC. From those two ladies, what are your expectations?
Gooley, and I know when I say that I get smiles around it too, but she has had a decent career. If ever there's a time that she needs to step up, it will be now. But it's going to be hard on her part. Tracy, I think she's a better 1,500 meter runner than an 800 meter runner. So again, she's going to have to run very fast. I'm not expecting much more than maybe getting into the next round, as far as the 800 is concerned.
Well, what is true is that, Mikey, is that Adele Tracy is ranked 12th in the world this year, and Natoya Gould is ranked 6th. Everybody in the world is trying to catch the outstanding Brit Keely Hodgkinson, who at 1:54.61 seems to be running a different race. It's almost like a private race she's running, and the rest are running in the 800 meters. So 6th in the world, 12th in the world, the two athletes Jamaica is sending forward in the women's 800 meters. Can they get places in the final, first of all?
I think they might be able to get a place in the semi-final, but if anyone was to go to the final, I'll be looking more at Gooley than
Tracy.
Than Tracy, because when you look at Gooley's time, season best time is 1:56, and she's in a heat that she has the fastest time going in, right? So she should advance. But like I say, I expect them to advance to the semi-final, but it's going to be a challenge. Real challenge. And Gooley has been improving. I mean, this is one of her better seasons I see here, because normally she'll be struggling to run 159 and 158. Now this season she has gone down to 156, which is awesome, and she just need to bring that. And I think she's at the point now where it's either or either now. You know, she has been around for a long time and just knocking on the door. I think this Olympic Games is the one that is going to say, listen, I have to do something now. It's going to be a challenge, because if you're not running 155 and stuff like that, then the problem comes in. But 156 for her, that's good enough to get her into the final eventually. On the podium, now, that's a different case.
My producer is telling me that he has a video of a reaction from the mixed 4x4. Let's take that and then come to Juliet.
All right, guys, congratulations. You've gotten yourselves into the final of the mixed 4x400 meters. Let me start with Stephanie. Brilliant run by you on that leg. How did you do that? I mean, it seemed lost.
I mean, when you have a lot of experience, you know what to expect. So I went out there with the intention to get the button and just keep moving.
Yeah. Zandrian, how was it on your leg?
This is my first race since trials, you know, I'm just ready to blow out. So tomorrow it will be very much better.
Janelle, you started things off. It was a tough leg for you, was it?
Yes, it was. But I gave a good run, and we came out with a national record, so I think we're all happy with that.
Yeah, what will it take, Stephanie, to get on the podium tomorrow?
I mean, the first one is the hardest. So tomorrow will be much better, and we know we can do it. If each of us play our part, definitely we can get a medal.
Do you know if the same four is coming back?
I'm not sure, to be honest. We left that to the coach's decision.
Would you like the same four to come back?
If that is what's best for the country, sure.
No problem. All right, thanks, guys. Congratulations again.
Stephanie and McPherson has been taking classes in diplomacy. Brilliant answer.
If what's best for the country,
so be it.
So be it.
So be it.
That is what we are talking about.
Now, it might be diplomatic, no, but it's meaningful.
Yes.
Definitely.
When she said best for the country, again, this is what we're talking about.
That's what we've been talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
What is best for the country?
Yeah. If that's what is best, let's do that. Let's take the break and come right back and pick up the coverage. This is Paris this afternoon as Nationwide covers the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris.
Let's light the torch and the flames heat up the track, burn up the games.
Celebrate our athletes with the winning spirit. Ray Rum. The time by Ray and Nephew White Overproof Rum is
12:45.
And let the world know our name, go Team Jamaica.
All right, Heat 1 in the women's 800 meters is ready, and we are getting ready to send you over to our commentators. And, well, let's not get ready. Let's go.
Could this be her chance? Nothing more of the USA. How open is this one?
Jamaican, he's Grenadian, but we're also highlighting the best of the Caribbean performances at these Olympic Games, and didn't clear the latest height in the high jump. But as we said earlier, especially based on Michael Carr's own assessment, he is not going to be unhappy with where he is at this stage of the decathlon, with half of the events still to come. Still to come, the 400 meters, 110 hurdles, discus throw, pole vault, javelin 1500. The javelin and the discus are his pet events. Watch him maximize there. They've completed the 100 meters, the long jump, the shot put, and the high jump. So they've completed 4 of the 10 events in the decathlon. The women's 800 meters, the first heat, 2 minutes flat, the winning time for Gemma Riki of Great Britain. Looking strong, looks as if she has a lot left. Gabriela Gajanova from Slovakia, second in 2 minutes, 0.29. Then Juliet Whittaker from the USA, 2 minutes, 0.45. And those are the 3 automatic qualifiers from Heat 1. We have Heat 2 on track. Let's go back to our commentators. Cuba, 158.88, relatively sizzling to win that second heat of the women's 800 meters, beating Prudence Sekoliso from South Africa, 159.84, and Rachel Pelaud from Switzerland, 2 minutes, 0.07, the three automatic qualifiers from that heat too. So, comfortable for the top three in that event. Heat 3 will have Renelle Lamotte from France, Worknesh Mesele from Ethiopia, Eloisa Koiro from Italy. It will have Vivian Chebed Kiprotich from Kenya, Anita Horvat from Slovenia, Asia Raziki from Mauritius, Phoebe Gill from Great Britain, and Rosemary Almanza from Cuba. It seems as if the Brits have a very, very strong 800 meters program for the women, and all of their entrants come in with a very, very good profile. And we've already seen one stamp her class over the field, Gemma Riki in Heat 1, winning and looking authoritative, easy in 2 minutes. And of course, they have the big gun, Keely Hodgkinson, to come. Let's take a break, a time signal, do some business, and come back for Heat 3 of the women's 800 meters.
By paying it forward, you're making sure the next generation achieves their academic goals. Repay your student's loan today. The temperature brought to you by the Students' Loan Bureau is
28 degrees Celsius in both Kingston and Montego Bay.
We all have a champion spirit, a uniquely Jamaican spirit. We think the unthinkable and reach for the unreachable. The steady pulse of greatness beats in us all. As powerful as we are, there comes a time when everybody needs a strength. Something to take you over that last hurdle and across the finish line. Your moment is now. Unstoppable with NCB.
Attention Jamaica! It's time to spice up your snack game with Excelsior Spice Bun. Imagine a soft, fresh, and flavorful bun that costs only $100. Sounds unreal, right? But it's real, and it's here. Perfect for busy go-getters and anyone who loves a great deal. Don't miss out on the best priced bun in town. Excelsior Spice Bun, your new favorite. Get yours today. Jamaica, it's here again. Fossilridge Super Summer Sale, July 1 to August 31. Come get your wires, breakers, solar flood lamps, LED bulbs, ceiling fans, and so much more. Call 876-937-5099 or visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Up to 60% off this summer. Get your solar panels starting from $17,600. Come shop, come save at Fossilridge Super Summer Sale, July 1 to August 31. See you there at Fossilridge. Open Sundays.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket for the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion. With my KFC, I'm gonna be me, Jam Rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Looking for your dream property? Look no further than Century 21 Heath Ho Properties. Whether you're seeking a beachfront escape, a cozy family home, or a lucrative investment property, our expert agents are here to help you every step of the way. With Century 21, you get the experience and dedication of a global brand right here in the heart of paradise. Visit us at century21jm.com or call 876-969-2100 today. Century 21 Heath Ho Properties. Everything real estate.
So you think all toilet paper is the same?
Yeah, basically, tissue is tissue.
You obviously never experienced the domino effect then.
No, what that?
Feel this.
Wow, that is soft.
Not just soft. Domino toilet paper is also super strong and ultra absorbent. Basically, you're getting comfort where you need it most.
So yeah, you want to give me this one, right?
Domino toilet paper. Experience the domino effect and get softness all around you. Available at retail stores near you.
Let's light the torch and the flames, heat up the track, burn up the games and let the world know our name with Team Jamaica. Let's light the torch
Jamaica. Go, go, Team Jamaica. Go, go.
Go for your dreams, reach for the stars. Clear those hurdles in your way and raise the bar. We can go the distance, we've come from far. Let's show them all the teams just who we are. Let's light the torch.
Welcome back as we are bringing to you the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the City of Love, and we're bringing to you the first round of the women's 800 meters because we have two Jamaicans competing. They're coming up in heats 4 and 6. Adele Tracy in heat 4 alongside the irrepressible Brit Keely Hodgkinson. Can't touch this is what the late Hubert Lawrence would say if he's referring to Keely Hodgkinson against the ladies in the kind of form that she is in and they are in. And then in heat 6 will come Natoya Gould Toppin in the 6th and final heat. Let's tell you though about a Jamaican who competed earlier today. She's finished for the Olympics. Samantha Hall, she competed in the discus in Group A. And of the 16 women who threw in Group A, her best throw was good enough for 16th, 54.94 Samantha Hall's mark, her best mark, 54.94. Her section was led by Valerie Allman of the United States, who threw 69.59. Jorinde van Klinken from the Netherlands was second, 64.81. Melina Robert Michon from France, she had the next best throw of 63.77 meters, and Christine Pudens of Germany 63.45. Samantha Hall at the foot of that pile with 54.94. We have an interview with her that Wayne Walker and accompanied it. Let's go across.
All right, Samantha Hall, commiseration. You didn't quite get through to the medal round of the women's discus event. You did 54 meters and 94. Didn't quite get you there. Tell us about the event. What happened out there today?
I would say I was nervous at first. So my very first show was the best, and I believe that could have got me in, but it was a cold show. It went out of sector. So nonetheless, I just saw myself in safe and I'm just have fun. So I'm just happy that I'm here. I'm an Olympian and have fun. Yes, I'm a bit disappointed about my result, but I'm just happy I am here.
Yeah. Now that you're out, what are you going to be doing for the rest of the Olympic Games?
For the Olympic Games, I'm just going to cheer on my teammates. Pretty much going to be their cheerleader.
Mm-hmm. Since you landed, I'm sure you were focused on training and getting ready for your competition. Is it now an opportunity for you to go about and have a look at the place?
Yes, I'd like to tour around Paris, but my season is not done as yet. I still have more meets in Europe, but I'm just going to enjoy the little time I'm here first.
Yeah, and you're happy that you've finally become an Olympian?
Yes, I am happy because I missed out in 2021. I was so disappointed that year, so I'm happy that I got another chance to come here, but I didn't use it to the fullest. So nonetheless, I'm happy until the next Olympics, hopefully.
Or even the next World Championship, which is next year in Tokyo. You probably will go for that as well.
That's my next goal, is to qualify for the Tokyo Championship.
Listen, being an Olympian is a dream of many, and it remains a dream. You've realized that dream, so be happy about it, girls.
Thank you so much.
All the best to you, Samantha. Take care.
Samantha Hall there. She's 31 now, and looking down the road, she still intends to stay with it. But her 54.94, not among the best throws at the Paris Olympics, and she says that she'd have to just, recalibrate and come again. 54.94, finishing 16th in qualification Group A. That was led by Valerie Allman, who uncorked the best throw of the year that 69.59 is better than the season's best of everybody in the second section, and so Valerie Allman is in very, very good nick going into the next phase of the women's discus. We were telling you about the women's 800 meters round 1, and we had the results for the races for the first two heats. taken by the Brit, and the Brit Gemma Riki in 2 minutes. Heat 1 went. Then Daly Cooper Gaspar from Cuba won Heat 2, 158.88. Heat 3 went to Worknesh Mesele of Ethiopia, 158.07, a personal best, finishing in front of the French woman Renelle Lamotte, who ran 158.59, and then Phoebe Gill, 158.83 for third. Those are the automatic qualifiers. Heat 4 comes up now, and this is where the first Jamaican will take the track in the women's 800 meters, Adele Tracy. She will go to the start. In this heat, though, is the awesome Brit, Keely Hodgkinson, who all of Britain will be watching to see her win
HTB.
gold. Yeah, man, hard for beat, bad,
man.
hard for beat, hard to beat. Around her, the other good season's best times, there are a couple of 158s here. Maybe Katrina Bissett from Australia, 158.12, and certainly Nia Akins from the United States, 157.36 is worthy of consideration. But when you compare 154.61 to everything else, then really Keely Hodgkinson is on another planet. The men are being introduced in the shot put, and in short order. Are those the Decathlon men? No, the Decathlon men, the shot put, this is just the original shot put, the shot put outright. The Decathlon shot put is gone, and this is just now the men who are coming out in the shot put.
Yeah, they surely couldn't do any other event.
Based on their build.
They were built for this. The shot put.
Yes, indeed. So the athletes being introduced in Group A of the shot put for the men's competition. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it. We want to go back to the 800 meters. Don't want to make sure that we don't miss anything. And yes, Adele Tracy's heat is up now. Let's take the commentary.
Tom
The creators play by the rules. The time by Jamaica Association of Composers, Authors and Publishers Limited is
16 minutes past 1. All right, so back with us here. So Heat 4, we saw the Jamaican there, Adele Tracy, finishing 8th, Juliet in 2 minutes 3.47 seconds. That was a season's best time, which tells its own story about the tough campaign that she's had so far in 2024, Juliet.
She is going to be very hard to beat. I think the only person who's going to possibly come really close and be able to follow her is Mora. We're going to see her in, I think, the next heat coming up. But
yes.
Definitely, we're seeing some really good performances here in the 800 meter. It's going to be very competitive. A number of 158. So it's going to be really competitive. That first lap is going to tell a tale. I'm looking to see. Nobody's, of course, I was talking about Krachikavola. I remember seeing that race, that world record, that 153. Not sure if anybody's going to do that, but 154 is possibly going to. I think Hodgson's going to have to run about that kind of time to get the goal. When you look at all of these 158, 159, it's going to be very competitive.
Yeah. Talk to me about Adele Tracy, the Jamaican in the event, Michael. She finished 8th in 2 minutes 3.47, a season's best time, and perhaps it is suggesting that she's had a tough campaign, and with 2:03.47 being the best time that she's produced so far this year.
Yes, I think she's out of her depth in the 800.
And you did see that in the preview.
Yeah, man, she's a better 1500 athlete. So I'm not surprised right here. And from the race started, she was around at the back. From the race started, she was at the back. And she tried to come forward, but it just could not happen.
Yeah, Keely Hodgkinson is everybody's favorite on paper for this 800 meters gold medal at TC. And she didn't break a sweat in running 159.31. We've seen the other 3 heats athletes working very hard to get roundabout. This time she looks to have a lot left in the tank.
Yes, class of the field without a doubt. If you trying to figure out how good she was, look at Tracy. After 600 meters, she was working, and then you go to the front of the race and you see somebody who's strolling. You know, she's just that kind of athlete right now. She's just probably better than the whole field.
Yeah. Well, coming up in Heat 5 is the woman that Juliet says may cause her to have to work. Mary Mora from Kenya. She's drawn widest of all, so she'll start out there in lane 9. That lineup reads Grace Bakrasi in lane 2, then Lorea Ibarthabal from Spain, then Anne Bourgeois from France in 4, Abby Caldwell from Australia, Sige Duguma from Ethiopia, Shafiqua Maloney from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good to see a Vinci athlete here in the 5th heat of the women's 800 meters first round. Sanu Jallo from Gambia in lane 8, and the aforementioned Mary Mora from Kenya in lane 9. Juliet thinks the gold in the 800 meters, it will need someone to drop 154 and change. She may very well be right, because Miss Mora will make Keely Hodgkinson run, and then the other Brits are no pushovers. It should be a very, very good event. Let's take the feed for Heat 5 of the women's 800. even though she's not Jamaican, but it's a Caribbean athlete, Shafiqua Maloney from St. Vincent and the Grenadines team, producing 1:58.23. No Vincentian woman has run faster over 800 meters, a national record, and she has qualified automatically to the next round of the women's 800 meters. So third place is what her time got her. Mary Mora from Kenya was second, 1:57.95, and the winner, Tsige Duguma from Ethiopia, 1:57.90, 1:57.90 first, 1:57.95 second, 1:58.23 for Maloney, a national record in third. St. Vincent and the Grenadines must be proud this afternoon.
Definitely. And you know what? Just like I said, now we have 157 on the board. We were getting a lot of 158s and 159. Now it turned up a while ago. 157. Of course, we have our Natalia Gould Toppin coming in the next heat. But it is going to be a cracker, I believe, in this final.
Wow, I tell you what, you know, Michael, let's talk about Maloney a little bit. Tall, and you could see the power in her shoulders and in the legs coming down, because she really dug deep, because she was crowded. France came calling, Duguma was there, Moore was there, and she fought back from about 5th place to grab the 3rd place. Excellent running.
Excellent. And it comes down also to experience. You know, she has had some experience over time, and she's now using it here to get into the semi-final. Awesome. We're happy for them. Really happy for them.
TC, she was the second fastest, joint fastest through the first 400 meters, Shafiqua Maloney, and to hold the pace all the way to the end. Brilliant running for third and an automatic spot.
Brilliant race strategy. Getting out, placing yourself over the first 400 meters, putting yourself in a good position. Still had to fight some over the last 60, 80 meters, but she had enough in the tank, and it shows that this young lady has determination, and she wants it.
Yeah. Well, I tell
Hungry.
you, yep, the men's shot put qualification, Jamaica's Rajendra Campbell, he landed the implement, landed the put at 21.05 on his first attempt. 21.05 on his first attempt. The men before him, that puts him 4th on in qualification group A. Thomas Stanek from the Czech Republic landed it at 21.61 meters. Ryan Krauser, the record holder and favorite, he landed it at 21.49, the American. Then Jacko Gill from New Zealand, 21.14, and then Jamaica's Rajendra Campbell. I'm so proud that I don't have to look all the way down the list to see Campbell. He is high up after his first throw. 21.05, a good starting place, Michael Carr.
Definitely. And let us hope that, of course, he gets into the final and make the best use of the opportunity. Things like these, as long as he lives, and as long as he's alive, I should say, he will never experience another Olympic 2024. So this is once in a lifetime opportunity. So just make use of it. Give it the best that he can.
All right, let's take the break so that we can clear our obligations to return for Heat 6 of the women's 800 meters, where Natoya Gould Toppin will carry Jamaica's hopes. Can she get through from this opening round heat?
Live exquisite this year with new arrival black and chrome fixtures for your home at Unique Living. Select from a wide variety of rain shower systems, fabulous faucets, and stylish sinks to suit your kitchen and bathrooms. Get uncompromised quality and style unique to you. Shop everything new at Unique Living, Jamaica's leading shower and faucets provider. Visit shop number 6, 30 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston 10, or call 876-755-3661 to 2.
Jamaica! Meet your new bread obsession, Excelsior Butter Bread. Soft, fresh, and bursting with flavor. Ideal for a quick snack, pairing with your favorite cheese, or making the best egg sandwich ever. And guess what? It's just $100. It's the best choice for a tasty, affordable meal. Perfect for anyone on the go and those looking for a filling lunch. Excelsior Butter Bread, making delicious affordable. Find it in stores island-wide today.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real one. My island, we a world champion with my KFC. I'm gonna be me, jam rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Back with us just in time. The women are on the track for the for the 800 meters, the sixth and final heat in this first round. And the top three automatically through to the semifinals. And then the next two fastest times after that, Jamaica's Natoya Gould Toppin is out here. Let's go across to the commentary.
Asked everybody to run what she wanted them to run, and that was good on her part. Finished strong also. Normally, Gould is not the greatest finisher. She was able to hold on strong, not just gripping, but she was able to hold strong, finish strong, and a good outing.
Juliet, the first 400 meters, 57.5 seconds, wasn't mad fast, but controlled.
Very controlled, and as we saw her coming around to that last 200 meters, she was keeping good pace. We see her here on the screen looking at the clock just to see where she is. She was still looking very comfortable, very strong, and very controlled 800-meter runner for her to run that 1:58.66. Natoya is somebody that I've always admired from high school, running out in the front, always at the front of the pack. And so I think she has learned a lot over the years, and she's now, you can see her, she ran her own race. And so we're looking for great things for her in the finals.
Michael, that looked comfortable by her, and she can, you get the impression that she can go faster than 1:58.66.
Definitely. If she had done otherwise, I'd be disappointed. Looking at the field that's around her, there's no way she should not have done what she did. So we are quite comfortable. We expected that anyway. We expected that performance.
All right, so 158.66 for Natoya Gould Toppin, taking her through to the semifinals of the women's 800 meters. And look, this event, you should watch this event. You should listen to this event because Keely Hodgkinson, Phoebe Gill, she's a teenager, the Brit. She looks very, very good as well. Natoya Gould has a place in the semifinals. And I tell you, it's going to take a lot of running to get those medals. Although Hodgkinson looks awesome, Mary Mora looks good. The winners of all 6 heats look as if they have something extra because even the Cuban, Daly Gaspar Cooper of 158.88, and special mention to the Vincentian athlete. We don't speak much about Vincentians at this level, but Shafiqua Maloney with a national record 158.23 for Elaine in the semifinals must be congratulated as well. But taking the 6 heats in totality, Juliet, the bookmakers' favorite heading into the 800 meters was Hodgkinson and then the rest. Are you still working with that?
I'm still working with that. I don't think anybody's going to beat Hodgkinson. I think she is the best out there in the field when we even look at the comfortable, I call it comfortable running of the 158s and the 159s that we've seen in the 800 meters. I think the Great Britain, we may see two persons from Great Britain on the podium. Just looking at,
I would go with you.
Just looking at what we've seen here. Again, I have to say, I still believe that Mora had more left in the tank, even though the Ethiopian got her on the line. I think she definitely has a lot left. And Maloney from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, she probably have something to prove. She just ran a national record. And, all of these athletes will be pushed in the finals. And I think it's going to be a cracker.
As I prepare to go over to Kareem over there in the coach studio, let's call it that, Tasiga Doguma from Ethiopia, 157.90. She won the heat with Mora and Shafiqua Maloney. And then her countrywoman, the other Ethiopian, Worknesh Mesele, 158.07, a personal best to win heat 3, beating Renelle Lamotte from France and Phoebe Gill, the British teenager. So the Ethiopians will say, Juliet, don't count the medals for Britain just yet because Hodgkinson is awesome, but we're not sure that Britain will get another one because we are here. Kareem, Natoya Gould doing the business, and the women's 800 meters pretty much going to script as we expected in terms of who from Jamaica would advance to the semifinals.
Yes, George, absolutely. And social media is buzzing right now. The people are saying, obviously Natoya is a people's champ. Like, we love her, yeah? This is her consecutive Olympics. The last time she was in the final, placed 8th. This time around, she looked confident. People are on social media commenting on the bodysuit, on the ear, on the makeup. They were saying, just stay good. Girl, stay good. Yeah, is that? Yes, Swift?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's Jamaican, so automatically she gotta stay good. She gotta stay good.
Yeah, she gotta look good. Also, persons are commenting on Adele Tracy. I asked a question little before we came on air, and I asked if they were surprised about her not getting the big Q. Some of the comments here, someone says she has been injured, so just happy she was able to compete. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Someone also says she didn't run any 800 meter competitively this season, so we're proud of that. Someone says, she's always happy and smiling even when losing. That is a running joke also on social media, John, right? We're always saying, even if Adele did back at the race, she gonna smile. I don't know if it's a smile, if it's a grit, if it's a grin, like, I don't really know, but she is going to always be bubbly, and it helps.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's just her, that's just her, while she's running. I definitely think it's some sort of a grip instead of, like, just smiling.
A smile?
Yeah, because I'm sure she's not at the back just going out smiling like that. So I definitely think it's a grip. I've been following her throughout the season, haven't seen much, so it's a case where I'm just happy that she's out there I'm just happy that she went out there and she compete, and to my knowledge she should be in the repertoire round as well.
Yes.
So let us look forward to seeing that.
And before I throw back over to George, just quickly, I know I asked this question last night on the space. A lot of people were just like, yeah, you know, I said I've always been a huge supporter of Natoya Gould Toppin. Let me just get her, name correct here. I love her very much, but for me, I feel like I'm her bad luck charm. So I just don't even want to watch her race. I don't even want to think about it. I'm always, every single championship, I say, yeah, man, this is the one, and it just doesn't happen. I've asked last night, could we possibly see her with the bronze medal? Do you think so?
I mean, for me personally, I don't have her as a medal prospect.
Yes.
But I definitely think, anything is possible if she goes there and, run her race, then something can happen. It's the Olympics, city of love, anything can happen. So let us just look forward to seeing how she run the semifinals before we even look on the finals.
Factual. Once again, the people on social media, George, everybody just talk about Natoya. She come out in the blonde ear, she come out in her little, bodysuit and her makeup and things. The people are loving what they're seeing and just the confidence that she exudes. Now over to you, George.
Thank you very much, Kareem. Thank you for keeping us plugged into what the people are saying on social media. Always good to hear what the performances have spurred in terms of discussion. Team, I have good news. Here. We were talking earlier, Juliet, TC, and Michael, about the women's triple jump. Well, I have good news. The good news is Akeelia Smith on countback. She has gotten through to the final with 14.09.
Awesome.
Yes, so 14.09 has given Jamaica a second woman in the final of the triple jump. Shanika Ricketts, of course, 14.47, the second best mark of all the women who lined up in the first round. We thought she would be alone, but no, she's going to have company because Akeelia Smith, TC, 14.09. We spoke at the top that it's been a struggle for the women in the triple jump, but 14.09, her best effort, has given her a place in the final. She has a basis from which to fight.
Absolutely. Good effort on her part. Good to have a partner when you're in a final, especially a field event final. That's a second eye for you, not just the coach's eye, but your partner now can pinch you and say, maybe you should try this. So it's a good look. I'm just hoping that they'll both come back tomorrow and repeat or even better their performance.
Juliet, Akeelia Smith at 14.09. She'll say, boy, there are a lot of things to work on, but she'd rather work on it in the final than work on it.
Definitely. And again, this has been really not the kind of triple jump event that we want to see.
I'll put it in context for you, Juliet. The world record is 15.74 and the Olympic record is 15.67.
Yes.
So
that's the context.
Yeah, there you go.
And so everybody's jumping way below par right now. Even with Shanika, 14.47 going into the next, going into the finals. 14.6,
63 is the best jump.
Is the best jump
It's the
so
best
far.
throw, rather. 14.43 is the best jump.
Best jump.
And yeah.
And so, I really... It's the competition is not where we want to see it at the Olympic level. And so it is good that she's actually made it. We have two Jamaicans in the finals.
Yeah, I must say also that we should acknowledge for those who came in late that we have a bonus opportunity at a medal because not many people were counting our mixed 4x400 meters relay team for a shot at a medal, but they actually do. They have a lane in the final. And
once you have a lane,
you have a chance. And let's tell the listeners as well that Raheem Hales, Janelle Bromfield, and McPherson ran well enough in their heat behind a world record-breaking United States of America team, 3:07.41. The Jamaicans ran 3:11.06, a national record, and that sets them up for a shot at a medal. Long shot it may seem, but if you have a ticket, you have a chance, and they certainly have a ticket. And then also, we've seen action in the discus where Samantha Hall didn't quite get it done. Her throw was 54.94 was at the bottom of the ladder of 16 women that lined up in that event, and she spoke and channeled her disappointment, but says, look, it's always a good experience to turn out at an Olympic Games. And then in the the men's shot put, Rajendra Campbell, I'm waiting for his second throw to come up, but it hasn't come up yet. His first throw was 21.05, and he fouled on his second attempt. Yes, so he fouled on his second attempt. Only one more attempt to go. And the qualification marks already, 21.61 is through. That's Thomas Stanek. Ryan Krauser is through at 21.49. Jacko Jill is through at 21.35. So the Czech, the American, and the New Zealander are the three who are through from qualification group A. Rajendra Campbell has the fourth best from the first throws. He had the fourth best throw, but fouled on the second attempt. He needs something in the region of 21.35, 21.36 to get himself through from this selection, and he has it all to do to go forward. Let's take this break here on Paris this afternoon on Nationwide and return with more from the Paris Olympics.
Jamaica, it's here again. Fosridge, a super summer sale. July 1 to August 31. Come get your wires, breakers, solar flood lamps, LED bulbs, ceiling fans, and so much more. Call 876-937-5099 or visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Up to 60% off the summer. Get your solar panels starting from $17,600. Come shop, come save at Fosridge Super Summer Sale. July 1 to August 31. See you there at Fosridge. Open Sundays.
So you think all toilet paper is the same?
Yeah, basically, tissue is tissue.
You obviously never experienced the domino effect then.
No, what that?
Feel this.
Wow, that is soft.
Not just soft. Domino toilet paper is also super strong and ultra absorbent. Basically, you're getting comfort where you need it most.
So yeah, you want to give me this one, right?
Domino toilet paper. Experience the domino effect and get softness all around you. Available at retail stores near you.
Together we're our people standing strong. 3 million Jamaicans, let's work as one. Such a course and work with a plan. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. Every Jamaican have the heart of a champion. Such a core, big up with champions. Watch my style, watch my skill, watch my flow. Standing out anywhere where we go. Many goals, many dreams, many strides. On the black, green and gold, now we pride. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. We are strong when we are one, when we are one. Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success.
Sip into the brightness of summer with Starbucks. Relax and enjoy a variety of Starbucks refreshers or indulge in a Frappuccino. We have something new for you every season. Try our new Lavender White Mocha Frappuccino at your nearest store. We are located in Kingston, Portmore, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay. For more information, visit our Instagram at Starbucks Jamaica.
Jamaica, it's here again. Fosridge, a super summer sale. July 1 to August 31. Come get your wires, breakers, solar flood lamps, LED bulbs, ceiling fans, and so much more. Call 876-937-5099 or visit us in Kingston, Mandeville, Draxall, and Montego Bay. Up to 60% off the summer. Get your solar panels starting from $17,600. Come shop, come save at Fosridge Super Summer Sale. July 1 to August 31. See you there at Fosridge. Open Sundays.
KFC this summer, we a bucket together. Well, I vibe with your crew, yeah, we a stay true, the taste is so good. KFC, bucket on the ends with the real ones. My island, we a world champion. With my KFC, I'm gonna be me, jam rock, celebrate with we. KFC, we a bucket together.
When we bucket together, we are as we really are. Enjoy a family 12, party 15, or party 21 bucket. KFC, proud sponsor of Jamaica 60.
Looking for your dream property? Look no further than Century 21 Heath Hole Properties. Whether you're seeking a beachfront escape, a cozy family home, or a lucrative investment property. Our expert agents are here to help you every step of the way. With Century 21, you get the experience and dedication of a global brand right here in the heart of paradise. Visit us at century21jm.com or call 876-969-2100 today. Century 21 Heave Ho Properties. Everything real estate.
Nationwide 90 FM now presents live coverage of the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love. Our coverage is brought to you by
Or diamond sponsors.
KFC, Pizza Hut, Fosrich.
Or gold sponsors.
Sagicor Group, J. Ray and Nephew.
Or silver sponsors.
Supreme Ventures Limited, Digicel, Gatorade.
Or bronze sponsors.
National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, Spirits Expressions Sports Lounge, Imperial Optical Jamaica, Rainforest Caribbean, National Commercial Bank, Sunshine Snacks, First Rock Group, Grace Foods,
and or other sponsors.
Multilink, Kiss Baking Company, Hose Assembly and Supplies, Students Loan Bureau, Massey Distribution Limited, Starbucks, Tourism Enhancement Fund, Evergrow, Real Estate Board, Horton's Pharmacy, Petrojam Limited, Wellington Dental, Fontana Pharmacy, Juicy Patties, Maxi Department Store, Road Safety Unit, JTA Cooperative Credit Union, ISP Finance Services, Postage Logistics Group, Royalton Resorts, Hilo Food Stores, Charles O'Connor Consulting Network.
Welcome back to the coverage of the Paris Olympics. My name is George Davis. I'm here with Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, Trevor T.C. Campbell, and Michael Carr. We've been here since about 3 a.m. putting in the hard work for you. And 9 minutes to go before we leave you to return on Saturday. Now, on Saturday, we have, medals are going to be won on Saturday. Yeah, medals are going to be, I'm not calling color or who or whatever, but medals are going to be won on Saturday. Just know that the women's semifinals in the 100 meters are going to be worth going miles to experience. And we're going to do our best to give you the best experience right here on Nationwide 90 FM. The first round of the men's 100 is also on tap tomorrow morning around about 6:55 a.m. That's when they'll start. You'll also have a repechage round for the women's 800 meters. Repechage, of course, simply meaning almost like a wild card. Those who failed by a small margin to meet qualifying standards, they get a second chance at hitting that mark. That's what a repechage means in real terms. So the women's 800 meters will have a repechage round. And then, apart from the athletics men's, you'll have the men's preliminary round. That's not for the fast men. That's for the men who are running 11 points, 10 point, no fun, 11 point something. That's for them. Then from that, you'll have men going through to the first round of the men's 100 meters. And that, as I noted, is about 6:55. That will be on your radio. And then we'll have the action in the decathlon Discus. We'll be keeping close eyes on the decathlon because the Grenadian Lyndon Victor is going well there. Then we'll have action in, I'm scrolling down the list, the pole vault decathlon will also be contested on Saturday. The quarterfinal in the women's football competition between the US and Japan, that's set for Saturday as well, Saturday morning. Then as we scroll down the schedule, a lot of boxing action. Not necessarily what we'll carry or we'll cover here, but just to tell you the events that are on Saturday. And then in the afternoon, the women's 100 meters semifinal at 2:50. And then the final, not too long after. The women's triple jump final will also be contested on Saturday. And Jamaica has 2 women in that final. And that's what the mixed relay final is also on Saturday. So Saturday is a day for you to just keep us very, very close. Because Saturday is medal day in Paris. Medal day for the Jamaicans, one way or the other. I tell you what. The 4x400 mixed relay team getting a place in the final, for me, is a medal. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. Because it was one that we never expected any at all. Yeah, we have some reactions from Adele Tracy. She ran in Heat 4 of the women's 800 meters. She finished 8th in the event in a season's best time because she's had a tough season. This is not her best event. Our panel said that before, and she spoke after the race.
All right, Adele, disappointment for you in that qualifier. Unfortunately, you didn't make it through, but it didn't seem as if you prioritized the 800 meters this season.
It isn't a case of prioritising, it was just the position that I'm in. Unfortunately, I picked up an injury at the end of May. I was supposed to open my season at the pre-Diamond League, and that week I pulled my plantar, so it's just been a case of getting back since then, and it's been a really rocky season, so it was too much of a risk for me to race previously, unfortunately, but I'm so thankful to have made it here in one piece, and despite, not putting out my strongest performance, I'm really proud of myself for going out there and blowing the cobwebs away, and that's really going to set me up for the 1500.
Yeah.
And I also have another opportunity tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird to be running your first 800 at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, obviously that would not be what I want. In an ideal world, I would have opened up a lot earlier, but unfortunately just ran out of time, and it was a case of getting all the work in and prioritising the training ahead of this. So, yeah, just got to make the most of the situation. I'm just thankful to be here and healthy again.
So you're not going to focus on the 1500 meters, right?
This is part of my process towards that. We wanted to come through the 8, see what we could do, blow the cobwebs away, and that's a case of me just getting some more races in before the 1500, getting some overspeed so that the 15 feels a little bit easier.
How are you looking forward to that, the 15?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it, but tomorrow I've got another job to do, so I'm going to take that opportunity with both hands.
Do you want to say what job that job is?
Sorry?
What job that job is tomorrow?
The job is to try and make that automatic qualification for the semi-finals of the 800 with a reportage, and I'm going to give that my best shot.
Oh.
Is it working in your favor, especially the additional running or the reportage, given that you said you have to race, you have the 100, does it work in your favor in getting up to the 1500?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why we came and did the 8 as well, because I wanted to blow the cobwebs away as such, and get ready for the 1500, get that overspeed in the legs, so that when it comes to the 1500 it's a little bit easier.
Adele, thanks a lot.
So she used the 800 to get a race ready for the 1500. I noticed that in the start list that the Paris Olympics organizers have put on their website, there was no time for her going into the event. I thought it was just an error on the website, but it turns out there was no time because she had never run the 800 meters so far in 2024. So that 2:03:47, her first 800 run, and as she said, Juliet, Michael, TC, she has the repechage event in the morning, which is another race towards building up for the 1500 meters, getting her. She will not be race sharp, but it's better than nothing going into the. It's better to go into the 50 with 2 800s under your belt than to go in there dry. She went into this 800 dry. She got fried today. Perhaps will get fried tomorrow, but that's not her focus. The 800. She has her eyes on doing well in the 1500 meters.
And that's a smart move. If you didn't have any race, again, as I said, this year almost feel like, a few years ago when we had this thing going around where everybody was wearing a mask. Persons not able to get a lot of races in before coming into the Olympic Games. And so it's smart of her to really use this opportunity to actually get ready for the 1500, which is our better event. So I don't see any problem with that, no issues with that at all for me. She's using this to get her ready for what's to come.
Why not? That's a very good move, and we noticed that from the race started, she wasn't pushing to move on to the next round. She was quite comfortable, and even though she did her season best at the same time, but she was more at the back, just getting rid of the butterflies, waking up the legs and all of that. So let's see what she does in the 15. I expect her to do much better than what she did in the 8.
Trevor?
I'm just hoping that she will take the same attitude into that repechage round and not fight herself or try to overdo anything.
Yes.
If it is that she's trying to get some races in, get some speed probably 800 as opposed to that's a good move, but I'm just hoping that she'll remember what she's about,
Yeah.
and not get excited and go out of our comfort zone.
Season disrupted by a muscle injury. Kareem, the last word to you before we sign off this afternoon. The repechage in the morning for Adele Tracy as she builds towards the 1500.
Yes, as we've said earlier, Swift, that, she's obviously has been injured and this would have been her first race. And those were the sentiments by many people on social media that they weren't expecting much of her because of that same issue. But I have to kind of just quickly, George, just touch on Rajendra Campbell, right? Or national record holder. He would have qualified obviously for the World Championships last year, even though he did not register a mark there. His Olympic debut. What stood out to me was an article that we all saw on social media yesterday where he said that, he's been doing this without a sponsor. He started to work at a hospital to make some funds. And then currently he's working at Domino's Pizza, right? To fund himself and to train at the same time. That in itself, I'm all for somebody who's just resilient, right? And for you to be here, obviously coming in, he would have been tied for 6th place. But to come in here for your first Olympics, not having a sponsorship, doing this basically alone, working at Domino's and to go to training Swift, that for me is the Olympic dream. And, that for me, it just speaks to the caliber of athletes that we have here in Jamaica.
Yeah, most definitely, Rajendra, and he's the only Jamaican to date to go over 22 meters. And when I read that article, big up Daniel Wheeler, when I read that article, he was saying he had to leave the hospital job, because it wasn't working with his training. So to see that he's going out there, representing us, don't have a sponsor, working at Domino's, as I say, resilience, have to big up Rajendra Campbell.
Yes, absolutely. And he's in the final with that mark of 21.05. George, that's it for the couch today with me, Karim Boyatings, and my co-host, Janoy Swift Stewart.
Thank you very much, Kareem. Thank you very much. Shows how strong the Olympian spirit is. People talk about professionals are being restricted, the Olympics being restricted to professionals in their various events. No, because you'll miss human interest stories like this one. A man battling against the odds to realize his Olympic dream. And more strength to Rajendra Campbell. Team, I want to keep you fresh for tomorrow, so I'll just thank you for coming here this morning. We're going to do it again in a few hours' time. So you need to get some beauty rest and come recharge for a Saturday of medals. Who's joining me? Are we expecting medals on Saturday? All right, thanks
Black,
to
green, and gold.
Thank you very much. Thanks to our producer Sonia Stewart, who's over there on the studio couch with Kareem and Swift. Thanks to Jermaine King, who was here from about 1:30 a.m. this morning. Damian Cunningham has taken over from Kevin Williams, who was in the chair. So the three men of technical are passing the baton and doing it crisply. Alric Swaby has been here from very, very early.
Yes, making sure we're fed.
From about midnight. You get the lunch yet?
No,
Soon.
no.
All right, good. And
I got breakfast.
There you go. Thank you to the whole team in the background for doing the good work to ensure that we look good and that we sound even better on the radio. We'll be back in short order. The coverage is not done. We're going to carry on, and we will be back live and direct early on Saturday morning.
Ciao.
JP said Mary's banana chips. 20% more chips in the banana left no crumbs. The time by JP said Mary's banana chips is
3 minutes past 2.
Together we're all people standing strong. 3 million Jamaicans, let's work as one. Such a course at work with a plan. Proud and tall, let's make the whole world understand. Every Jamaican have the heart of a champion. Such a core, big up with champions. Watch my style, watch my skill, watch my flow. Standing out anywhere where we go. Many goals, many dreams, many strides.